Hello there everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today it's great to have you back on this wonderful channel. In this video I'll be discussing something very exceptional because I've seen a lot of people the last couple of weeks chat me up from TikTok, YouTube as well as Instagram, and one of the things I tend to observe that is a common factor is they would love to invest in real estate. In terms of objection, I think I got two major objections. The first one is the objection in terms of, oh, I want to invest in real estate but I've been scammed before. Based on the way we run our systems on this channel, the objection has been handled, because on this channel there's no property we sell on this channel that is not verified. So what we do is that we send our surveyor to the site to verify the property, and also if you wanted us to sort of advance the search or to advance the verification, that can also happen at a premium for you. But upon the objection being handled, I think the next set of things in which people are complaining about is them being able to afford real estate, especially those people who want to buy as their first property, second property, things like that. So they are looking for ways to invest in real estate with little capital. So I've run this video series into two. The first one I'll be discussing about how to invest in real estate with a little as low as 250,000 naira, which will be this video. The next video which I'll be dropping tomorrow, the other video which I'll be dropping, I'll be discussing how to invest in real estate with as low as 1 million naira. So 250,000 and 1 million naira, those are the two things I'll be discussing. So in this video I'll be discussing about 250,000 naira. So if this is for you and you feel like investing in real estate with little capital as low as 250,000, then I welcome you to this channel today. Now let's dive into the discussion. The question is, how do you invest into real estate with 250,000? Can 250,000 buy a land? I will say yes and I will say no. Yes in some cases, and in those cases that means you'll be buying a place that is totally not prone to development yet. Let me use that word. But if you increase your budget in most cases, then you'll be buying a developing area. So yes, you can buy a land for 250,000, but I'm not discussing about land. I'm discussing about short-term investment schemes, which sometimes we know as cashback. Now, how does this happen, or what does this mean? I'm not going to be using the dictionary meaning. I'm just going to be breaking it down to us as it is. In terms of cashback, it's actually a short-term investment whereby you invest in real estate without you actually owning a physical asset, even though it's backed by a physical asset. So what does it mean? You invest in real estate and you get your return on investment. You don't own anything at all. Now, how does this happen, and why does this happen? A developer, for instance, wants to buy a land or has acquired a land. Let's assume 100 plots of land, and this developer was for him, the capital he has for that land, let's say he can only buy 20 plots. On a normal day, the developer will want to go to the bank to sort of get loan facility. Upon getting the loan facility, what will happen in that case is what? They will borrow money and they will also be charged interest. At the end of the day, the developer would have to do what? Will have to return the money back to the bank with interest, which is fine. But in this case, in some cases, the interest in which the bank tends to charge is on the high side. So the developer might not be able to afford it, or even if he's able to afford the interest, it means he has to sell the land at a premium. And if he sells the land at a premium, what happens? It sometimes might be beyond the market price. So can you see the trajectory? So that's why if you go to some areas, you'll be like, why is this price over this, despite it's the same location, the same title, the same land size? This is one of the things that tend to affect it. The second thing why this also exists is we've seen a case whereby most people in their real estate portfolio, they have a lot of houses, they have a lot of land, they have a lot of shops, they have all sorts of things mixed in their real estate portfolio, and they don't feel like acquiring more, but they want to acquire more, but they are not ready to acquire, and they want their money to work for them. And this is what they do. So you can invest with a real estate company in either that falls into these two categories. Number one, instead of borrowing money from the bank, they'll rather get the investors on board and use them like a crowdfunding for them to fund a particular project. The second one is you want to invest in real estate, but you don't want to buy any physical assets. So with these two sets of people, or these two systems is why cashback really exists. There are different more reasons to it, but these two are the two I'll be mentioning today in this video. Now, how does it work? It's simple. The real estate company does their templates in terms of investment templates and be like, okay, if you want to invest, you could invest this amount, and they do their calculation. If you invest this amount, you will get this amount, and that is the simple logic around it. Now, I'll be using a case study of a company in Lagos, Nigeria, known as Highbridge Homes Limited, and I'll be explaining why I use them. And also, one thing I've said earlier on about this channel is that we don't do, or we verify everything we do. Now, in as much as I'm showing us this today, note that I've also invested in cashback for me to test the system, number one, and for me to also do what? For me to also show people that is real. Okay, so I'll be showing us at the end of the video. I think I'll be showing us the receipt of an investment I did recently, and I'll also be showing us the document I got as well, so that you are less worried about your investments. So what they do, that is simply what they do with your money. That is simply what they do with your. All right. So like I said, there's this company in Lagos known as Highbridge Homes Limited, and that is what they do. So what I'll be explaining to us, before I even dive into the videos, and that reason that just came up onto me right now, another reason why people also invest in cashback, which I would say is the third reason, would be if they want to finance, or they want to finance a project or a function. So for instance, you plan to buy a house, or you plan to buy a car, or you plan to do something. Instead of you keeping the money in your bank account and hoping that, okay, very soon you'll buy, you could simply set that money down for cashback, while cashback makes the money on it for you. And with time, what do? You will be able to do that thing. So there are three reasons. Once again, let me quickly drive through it. Number one, people do cashback is done because the real estate company wants to sort of fund the project. Number two reason, some people want to invest in real estate but they don't want to buy land or houses. Number three reason, for people who wants to fund a project but they don't want to leave the money laying down fallow. So those are the three reasons. Now, like I said earlier on, there's this company I'm partnered with, which is Highbridge Homes Limited. They are located in Lagos. They have a branch in Lagos. They have a branch at Ibadan. They have estates in Lagos and Ibadan as well. Importantly, what they've simply done is that they have a project in Ibadan known as the Isheyin Hills and Resort Estate. In this property, what they've simply done is that they've made it an experience center for such that you could literally be staying in a resort. But the thing about it is this: they want to share the opportunities to more people to invest in that location if they don't want to just buy land, houses in the property alone. So this is where the opportunity comes on board, whereby there's a cashback scheme currently running. There is a cashback investment currently running, which you could invest as low as 250,000 naira, which they could invest as low as 250,000 naira. And the good thing about it is that the return on investment on this is 12.5%, and this is just for short term, 3 months. So even if you're going to ask me, if you invest 250,000 and 12.5% climbs on it, what do you earn? You will earn about 31,000. You might be wondering, oh, 31,000 is too small. But the question I would ask you is, if you've put that same money in your bank account, will it generate any money? The answer is no. And which other thing can you do whereby you just invest the money for that short period of time that will give you that return on investment? I will say nothing really. So, and the good thing about it is that inflation within 3 months cannot be double digits in terms of 12%. So which gives you that guarantee that you're less assured of your investment. And it being 12.5% doesn't mean that you cannot do more than 250,000 naira. You could actually invest more than 50,000. You could do 500, 700, 800, 1 million, 5 million is your choice. But before I continue this video, let me show you what the property looks like, so that you see where your money is going to be moved into. And let's dive into this video. All right, welcome back. I believe you loved what you saw in the video and you're loving what you're seeing. So you're not just investing your money into a project that is not progressing, the project that is currently progressing, and you're rest assured. But before I continue this video today, I would like to one thing I always like to do is that I know people always ask questions, and I love to give the answers to the questions as well. So I've sort of drafted down some questions and answer here, which I'll be answering while doing this video, so that you get all the information you need for you to invest in this property. And the first question I drafted here is, what is the buy to flip investment? Just in case, why I said that is because I believe when you saw the flyer on your screen, you saw the buy to flip investment. So that is what the company calls it. So what is the buy to flip investment? In simple terms, I would say is an investment, or is a real estate investment scheme that enables investors to buy parcel of land from reputable real estate company, just like Highbridge, okay, and with the assurance of selling the same land back to the company after a given duration of time at higher and fixed price. So like I said to us, you are actually investing in real estate which is backed by properties, but you are not owning it really physically, because there will be an agreement such that in that agreement it's going to be like, from this duration to this duration is what you own this land, but after this duration we'll buy it back from you. All right, so let me further explain how this works, and it's quite simple. The company has a land. So what the company simply does is they've given you the land and be like, okay, because you've invested this amount, you'll get this amount of square meters of land. Now, upon you having that, they will draft a document for you, which I'll be explaining further when I'm doing the question and answer, and it's going to be written there to tell you, okay, this land is yours from this duration to this duration, and upon the end of this duration, we are going to buy it back from you from this amount, and also we'll be giving you this amount. So that is how it works really. That's how buyback or cashback works. Any name is interchanged. Buyback, cashback, investment, they are still the same thing. So that is how it actually works. So think of it this way: if you invested 250,000 naira in a sharing result, that might be quantified to 5 square meter. So they will give you 5 square meter for you to own between this duration to this duration, from 1st of January to 30th of March, and after that they will buy it back from you. So I believe that's clear enough. So let me dive into my questions right now. So the more question I'll be asking, or what I'll be saying to us, is, where is this property located? This property is located at Isheyin Ibadan Expressway. The other thing I'll be answering here is, what documents do you get upon payment? Okay, people would ask that a lot. I will say there are 3 things you will get. Number 1 you will get is a payment receipt. Number 2 thing you will get is a deed of investment, and number 3 thing you will get is a post-dated check, okay, which is very, very important here. Also, so the other question I want to answer is this: what if in a case whereby after you've invested, after that duration of time, 3 months, you feel like keeping the land? Yes, you can keep it, but it's not for everybody, and it's also based on the discretion of the company themselves. This is only applicable to people who invest more than 2 million naira, but like I said, is based on discretion of the company. And that question I would like to ask and answer also is a case whereby, what if in a situation whereby you invested more than 2 million naira and you want to keep the land, will you still get dividend on the land or return on investment on the land? No, you will not get any return on investment on the land, because now you are now the full-time owner of that land, so you wouldn't get any dividend on that land for whatever reason. Also, what are the various investment packages they have there? For the 3 months package, like I said, is 12.5%. For the 6 month package is 25%. For 12-month package is 50%, and also very importantly, for the 18 month package is 75%. Okay, 75%, very importantly. Another question I want to answer, because I love, in as much as I'm thinking good, I also think the bad side of it. What if in a case whereby you want to refund, you need your money refunded before the investment maturity? In a case whereby the purchaser has asked for a refund, purchaser will be required to give the company 30 days, and also either in a written letter or mail, to request for this refund, no further than 21 days if process is not completed in the first 30 days. Then the refund shall be given, but it's going to be less 20% of administrative fees. Very, very important as well. Very, very important as well. Like I said to us earlier on, the minimum investment you can make in this property is 250,000 naira. And with this, I believe that if you're somebody who wants to invest in real estate with little capital, I believe this is for you, and this is a way about it. I believe some of us will be asking now that, let me show you the one I did. So the one I did is for their property here in Lagos. The one I did in Lagos, I think, if I can remember clearly, I won't say the exact amount, but is in their property Hybrid Chestnut, which is located on the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. That is the investment I did. So on your screen right now, you will see, number one thing you will see is the investment deed of investment, or investment deed, whatever you could call it. And number two thing you could see also is the receipt of investment which I've done with them. And the good thing about them, or the good thing about what they've done with this one I'm doing right now, is they will give you in terms of the payment, they will give you the first set of payment 3 months time. So let's say you did a 6-month investment, they will give you the first payment in 3 months, and they will give you the remaining of payment in 6 months. So imagine you've done 12 months, they will also split it around. So you don't just wait for the entire money at the end, they split it, which is a good one, which I like. But the good thing about it is that if you don't want it, they will also communicate to you before they do the payment if you want them to do it or not. It's really been a long video, but I'm happy I've done this video for people who have been asking for them wanting to invest in real estate with little or with very little capital, because I believe with this it will enable you to make an investment decision today. Thanks for watching this video today. Once again, my name is Timothy Abrindulu. I'm signing out.